Welcome back, everybody, to Empyrion Galactic Survival. I'm Know-It-All DM. How's everybody doing today? I'm doing great, hanging out with Frag-a-lot. How you doing, Frag?
I'm doing good today.
That's good. So, Cap's not joining us today. He's a little under the weather. And so we're going to be going on and doing stuff. We're going to leave his work pod here. And then we're going to actually head up into space and start building the space station. Now, off camera, I've gone ahead and I've prepared a lot of the stuff for this space base. I've got a lot of concrete. I've got a lot of devices and such. And yeah, we're going to go ahead, get it put together, and see what I come up with. And Frag, I don't know exactly what all you'll be doing. Probably going down, looking for stuff, and
I could scan for ores out in space or hit the moon.
Yeah. And then whenever you come back and put stuff at the base, you can just, you know, give me comments on what you think of the design and give me ideas. So,
yeah.
So I went ahead, I made the Mobo 3 into a small vessel. I was gonna see if Frag and Cap noticed that, and Frag noticed it like right away. So he's like, wait, this isn't a hover vessel? So, but anyway, we're gonna go ahead and head into space and yeah, start working on this space station.
We should leave a sign to tell Cap what to do when he gets back on.
Or we can just tell him on Discord, you know. It's easier than setting up a sign that he can actually read. That's, you know, because in this game there's no signs you can just place down and mark on.
That's true.
That's what I liked about Ark.
Base.
That's one thing that I like about Ark, is that you can just put a sign down somewhere, write on it, and say, hey, this is it. But in this game, what you need at the very least a hover vessel base with a generator and fuel tank and an LCD light.
Yep. So does he get paid sick leave for not being here?
No. Alright.
I will try to follow you unless you want to, when you find a place to put the base. You have a starter made already?
Oh yeah, I've got the starter made. I've got, you know, like I said, a bunch of pieces and such. So I'm thinking we should put it about halfway between the planet and the moon.
6,000 meters, is it 6,000 or is it 3,000? Is usually the buffer area where you find all the resources.
Yeah, which is about the same as what a ring would
Ooh, I see
be.
a ship already.
Yep, that's a Polaris freighter.
Oh, he won't mess with us then.
Right, because neither would the Xerax, because the Xerax and Polaris are both, you know, the Xerax are honored with us now.
Oh,
so.
nice. So if the Talon ever get space worthy, they'll start attacking us.
Alright, so we are about 3,000 from the planet.
I'm just over 25 right now.
I'm thinking right over here, right outside of this little asteroid field, is where we ought to set up. Because right about here is probably where it's going to switch over, saying we're getting closer to the moon than the planet. If it still does that. Yeah, right here.
Oh yeah, it does that. Which is a different playfield, right?
Well, the space area is all one playfield. It just says you're closer to whichever body you're closest to. So if there was 2 moons and the planet, it would say whichever moon you're closest to when it has the meters located. So right about here is probably where we want to set up.
You gonna line it up to the sun?
Yes, I am actually. I need to go ahead and put my spacesuit on. Wait, that's not my spacesuit. That's my spacesuit. I'm using a worn out light armor as my spacesuit. So,
Oh, I put on my heavy armor because my light armor was worn out.
well, think about this, right? If your light armor has no integrity, putting a spacesuit on it does nothing because putting a spacesuit on it gets rid of the armor anyway of a light armor. So turning an old worn out light armor into a spacesuit makes you use less resources like food and such when you're in space.
You're right. Huh. I didn't think about that. Yeah, because it says negative 150.
Yeah.
So it's not like the armor that the small one has. The light armor is going to get into the negatives.
Right, because you can't get negative durability on your... Now, it'd be funny if your armor actually got destroyed off of you, but it doesn't, so...
I'm surprised it doesn't do that. They should do that.
All right, so I'm actually going to link to the box on here.
The yellow one?
Start build. Yeah, the long green one, which is the one that has all the stuff in it.
Oh, okay.
And I'm going to start working from here. I'm thinking I'm going to start with the sort of engineering section, which is where the core and all the
power
capacitors and stuff is going to be. So
is it going to be purely solar powered?
Yep, it should be.
Okay, I just remembered that your constructor was still building ammo for me. I got it.
Yep. Okay, so I'm angled and create a new base. Although the new base still looks like a green core thing for me for some reason. Did it place the core down for you?
I see it right here.
Okay. Because it still has the green thing around it for some reason for me.
Green thing around it? I see
you
a
know,
bare
like
core.
when you're setting up the base, it doesn't have a core there, but yet it's there with the green thing saying you can place here, or it's surrounded in red saying you can't.
Oh,
that's what it looks like to me.
The square or the cube outline.
Yeah, it's still got the cube outline, and I can just go right through it.
That's weird. I actually see the bare core here.
I'm gonna log out and back in and see if it's still there.
All right. I'm used to the days where it still had the 8 pieces of blocks around it.
Oh, well, cores I don't think had that since the Alpha 1.
Base cores had it. Yeah, all droppables had that for...
I know capital vessels, hover vessels, and small vessels did, but for the longest time, as long as I can remember, base cores always were just a core.
No, I remember it having the other extra blocks on it for base cores. It just didn't have an arrow pointing to which way is forward.
Okay, there's the core. The core is there, so...
Are you still linked to the ship? To the box?
Yes, I'm still linked to it, but everything I had in my thing got all re-jumbled up here.
Oh, the hot bar, the yellow hot bar?
Yeah. Okay, there's the wireless connector and the
Where is your O2 dispenser? Oh, there it is. I see it. Just so I know where it is, because mine doesn't have one.
Yeah, I put that down here below the...
Yeah, below the constructor.
Let me turn off flight so we get rid of all the blinky lights. Okay, give me also... I'm gonna want some regular steel blocks. Just start making up regular steel blocks, Mr. Constructor. Because I like using regular steel blocks as the connectors between my engineering pieces.
Oh, I can't edit my shit because there's a base nearby.
What?
I think it's because it's not faction yet. I was gonna change out my landing gear on my ship.
Try it now. Try it now.
There it goes. Okay, that landing gear looks a lot more slick because I see it on your ship. That looks a lot cooler. But I like these outrigger landing gears. That's cool too. Oh, 2 of them, huh?
We're gonna have a total of 4.
But they have to face the right way.
But yeah, I was wanting to make them yeah, I'm trying to go for an aesthetic thing as well as a functional design.
I'm gonna see if I can find some resources. Polaris space station, trading station.
Cool. That's probably just the trade station.
Yeah, it's a big red diamond.
It says, oh, hold on. For some reason, when you're in mirror mode, even if you only have uh, one panel left to place, and you have 14 of them down, it says you can only place 15 of these. Currently equipped currently added on 14. It's telling me that it wants to put 2 of them because it's mirroring it. It's weird.
Even in the center, is it still doing that bug where you put it in the center, it puts 2 down?
Yeah, sometimes. I haven't seen that a lot lately, but I know in creative mode it does that a lot still.
Okay, sharing what I just found. Really want to find some cobalt, but I can go to the moon and do that, I guess.
What color should I make these solar panels?
Purple.
Okay,
Totally
purple's
random.
usually reserved for the warp drive because that's the color of the warp drive thing, but that'll work.
Yeah, but it's a base, there's no warp.
True. Usually I use like gold for my power systems, but I figure we'll do something different this time.
I'm coming in, see what you've done.
Yeah, right now I'm working on the... Ah, crap. Okay. I can't change that one, but I can... I don't know. This will be fine. Let me... I wanted to try to make these all line up right, but I'll probably end up just retexturing them.
That looks good.
That should be fine. We're getting solar started joining. In fact, we could turn on the base right now if we wanted.
This is strange. These 2 aren't lit up.
Which 2?
There's 3 here on the bottom side. I don't know where you went. Oh.
They all look lit up to me.
Yeah, there's like 3 of them that have no lights on them. Oh, actually, the ones on the whole top aren't lit up. That's weird. I guess it's just me.
They're all lit up to me, so probably if you logged out them back in, it would fix that. All right, so we got the solar power system going.
Yep, I see it's on now. Well, yeah.
Yeah, it does. It only used 1 block when I put that 1 block down there, so it's only using 1 block in the middle now. I don't know if that's for everything or if that's just for the blocks and devices try to duplicate like they did in the past. All right, I'm not sure what else we're going to want to attach to the core. But this is going to be the engineering room here. I might move the Wi-Fi thing. I might put more than one Wi-Fi thing if the base is large enough.
Yeah, I'm moving the ships out of the way.
Okay, let's see. Grav generator will be the next thing we need, and I don't have one made up. So I don't know if this thing can even make a grav generator. I don't think so. I think we need a large constructor for that. So that'll be the next thing I put on.
And some containers.
Oh yeah, definitely. All right, so let's see. Let's put the constructor somewhere closer to the front, say over here. All right, like there.
Okay. It looks damaged.
Sometimes it does that. I don't know why.
There.
What, you damage it a bit and then repair it?
Yep.
Okay, let's see. What else do I need? I'm going to want a furnace and a deconstructor, which means I'm going to need... Okay, let's just do this for now. Let's see. Which direction were those asteroids? Down that way. Okay.
The Promethean ones? There's a couple of them we're between.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
So...
Yeah. 8 meters, and another one is 5.5. Oh, there you are. Is this the docking bay?
This is the smelter room, actually.
Oh, that's why you have the warning things on there. Okay.
I'm going to need more cargo boxes, like a lot more. If you could make up some large cargo boxes. And if we can make up some more hangar doors, I don't know if you can make them with that.
Nope.
Okay.
Seven boxes made. 8. You also made some of those, like, strut type blocks.
Yeah, I
Truss
know.
blocks.
Yeah. So I'm definitely gonna need more concrete blocks. Like I'm just gonna need to get as much crushed stone as you can.
All right. Trying to think where I can go back to the planet and do that.
You can also get it from the resource asteroids.
Right. Of course, I'm upgrading my ship, so my ship doesn't move right now. Oh, I can't do concrete blocks from the SV?
You should be able to.
Unless I'm got the
Unless
filters
they
wrong.
changed that. Let me take a look real quick. Yeah, that's weird. They can't do concrete blocks from there. So I'm going to go ahead and set up the constructor here.
All right. I'll grab the rocks that we got on the ship and put them in here. Okay, it's queued up, but there's no power. Ah, darn, I'm short one engine, one thruster.
All right, so I've got the constructor up here on the base. I'm setting it up. Constructor output to.
Yeah, I set it up for that, for this container. Yeah, we're short on silicon.
If we're short on silicon, then you should be able to
I'm going back
find
to the
some
planet.
on the planet. Yeah.
My ship has no brakes because they only got 5 thrusters.
What happened to the other thruster?
I took them all out, put them in the constructor so I can make 6 more of the 1x2s, and it wasn't enough.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I think that's where all the silicon went, was on making these thrusters. Yeah, find some silicon. There's some. Do we need iron and cobalt, or iron and anything else?
Let
Copper.
me see. Right now, we've got only 78 copper left. We've got 600 iron, so we could use some copper too.
Okay. Except the spiders still hate us.
Well, that's because spiders are unaligned. Spiders hate everybody.
Everybody hates spiders. Most everybody. Okay, this ore of copper I'm grabbing, there's barely any rock nearby, so I'm not getting any. It's all dirt and sand.
Yeah, I've got 90 blocks left of concrete, and then I will be out. All right, so what all rooms are we gonna need in this base? We need the engineering room, which is the construction room. We're gonna need what, a kitchen, habitation,
Hangar bay.
hangar bay, and a cargo bay. All right, I went ahead and put everything in the main constructor inventory on the base, so I can use the advanced constructor to make things.
Okay.
And I'm out of concrete blocks now.
Yeah, I only got 3 crushed stone out of that copper mine. Because there's all sand and dirt around it.
Yeah. Alright, I'm going to take my Mobile 3 and I'm actually going to head to the moon and see if I can get some more crushed stone and such.
Yeah, look for cobalt. Entering Polaris territory. You know, I started a new game last night, and those POIs that just have the turrets on them, they're coming up now in the HUD as a POI.
Really?
Yeah.
Now, you're talking about the Polaris ones?
Yeah, the Polaris ones. That maybe I didn't notice it on the Talons, but the little towers were coming up on Polaris.
They may have extended the sight range of those from 0 to something. So.
Okay, it looks like now I'm gonna get some stone. Wow, this is shallow. I got right to the silicon right away.
Yeah, I see a destroyed small vessel in orbit.
Oh yeah? Is there a whole, like, junkyard there?
I don't know. Even before going into its atmosphere. At least I don't have to worry about the Xerax shooting at me.
Nope. Or anybody for that matter, because there are no Talons on the moon.
Right, that would be weird, wouldn't it? Find just a Talon habitation dome.
You just poke a hole through it and they all die.
Right. Keep in mind, if you're looking on the planet, you can actually look for deposits by looking for the little yellow squares.
Yeah, I noticed that. It's like a no-build zone thing.
Yeah.
But you can still place auto miners there, so...
Yes.
Which I almost never use.
There's a silicon deposit right here on the moon.
Awesome.
If we could build one of my, I've got a hover vessel driller that drills holes in the ground, specifically meant for mining, that you place over top of the deposit and then just drill straight down using the turret. Then we could get some resources really quickly.
I want to see that. That looks cool. Well, that sounds cool. One big crater maker, huh?
Yeah, it does require Zascosium and a restroom because of the drill itself.
Laser drills,
but we
yeah.
actually have one of the drills that we could put into it, or I could just build it by hand because we have the drill.
Yeah,
because they're called the multi-turrets now.
Oh. So you use multi-turrets and the regular drills too? Or laser drills?
Right. Well, the multi-turret can either be a drill or a multi-turret.
Uh-huh.
Like, because it's called multi-turret blocks. And so that can build either.
Yeah, just like how the turrets are now either a cannon or a minigun.
Right.
Or plasma or laser.
Yeah.
I think I'm almost done with this silicon.
All right, here's a cobalt deposit right here. I'm going to go ahead and start getting some ores from that.
That's good. Let's see, if I find a deposit of rock, here's one. I'll just deliberately drill it.
Now, on the moon, I do have more radiation than normal.
EVA should cover you, right? No, that only does temperature.
Yeah, the EVA does temperature and... yeah, it's just largely temperature. Cold specifically, it doesn't actually do heat protection. It makes you hotter, in fact. But regular armor will, like light armor will protect you up to 4 rads, but I do have a heavy armor that I can flip over to. And just my regular heavy armor all to protect me temperature wise on the moon too. What I'm probably going to end up doing, I'm just going to keep continuing recording until we're done with the base and then do some editing to edit out, you know, all the boring mining and such.
Yeah, I thought I was thinking the same thing when I was flying around. I was like, this is kind of boring. Because we've been recording for over an hour.
Yep.
I'll just stick in my cool bass music I put in here when I fast forward. Okay, I think I cleared out the silicon.
Also keep in mind that because this is a server, that the asteroids in space will renew.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so we could completely mine one out, and then as long as I keep the server running for at least 12 hours, it will renew. So when you get back to the base, the constructor inventory is actually on the lowest level between where I'm going to be putting the deconstructors and the furnace.
Okay, I'm there here now. The little one, okay.
Yeah. If we were using weight and volume, I would actually make the wall between it with the cargo extensions. That way that we could actually have, you know, more stuff.
Wow, they actually moved the on-off switch for constructors, because it used to be on towards the middle on,
On the right,
and
yeah.
it'd get covered up
now
constantly.
Yeah, I know.
There, now my ship's complete. I can break now. So I want to upgrade my multi-tool, but it's lacking a flux coil.
Well, I'm coming up with some cobalt, but flux coils need neodymium and sathium.
Yeah, we got all that except for the neodymium. We need 4 more ingots of it.
I think the closest source of neodymium is one of the nearby planets.
Your ship isn't warp capable, is it?
No.
Are you still on the moon?
Nope, I just got back to the base right here.
Oh, I was about to leave to the moon. There you are.
Yeah, we don't have a whole lot of crushed stone. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually go ahead and create the, whatchamacallit, the core driller, and, and get crushed stone. I'm wondering if I should put it on the planet or the moon. I'm thinking the moon so we can get cobalt and pentaxid quicker.
How big is it?
It's not terribly big. I mean, if we have a large enough capital vessel, we could actually fit the thing on.
Oh, you can put like a donkey clamp on top of it and just have it go straight up and dock to it.
Yeah. I'm trying to decide if I should try to do it in the factory or not. I think I'm just going to make it by hand because that would be the safer bet, so we don't lose stuff.
Resources.
Right.
Unless you made one that doesn't have any drill bits on it, drill chargers on it, and then you can add your own manually.
Yeah, but I didn't. All right, so let's look at the parts container of the Mobile 3 and see what we have. I've got the one generator. Of course, we've got the multi-turrets. But I think everything else we're going to have to make.
Oh, but I think we can make the Gravagen now, can we?
Yeah, we should be able to.
I guess it'd be better to spawn it on the moon.
Yeah.
Because you can't bring it down there otherwise.
Let's see. For the Gravagen, we are going to need flux coils.
Again? Junker, we better go then.
which means we need neodymium and sathium. Which there are two ways to get flux coils. One, killing drones. That's the biggest way that I get flux coils, or raiding base. So we might have to break our treaty with the Xerax.
But there are still other talons that we can kill.
Unless you want to break your treaty with Polaris and we can rob a one of their bases, one of their whatchamacallit.
Well, can we make warp for SVs? We can probably just warp somewhere.
That's true. We could do a SV warp drive and head out. We'll probably end up doing that, I don't know, next week with Cap.
Yeah, there's like 3 places to have planets. Can't get any information on them, though.
You can. It's just what you do is you click. You have to hit, where is it? The sector list, select the one that you want. So let's say you wanted to look at Pajora. You click on Pajora, then you click on planet info in the top left, and you get all the info for it.
Neodymium and pentaxid.
Pajora itself has neodymium, sathium, copper, cobalt, iron, and promethium.
Yeah, I clicked on the orbit info first.
Right. Now, the only planet we can't get to with a small vessel is Kapal.
Yeah, they got Erestrium.
I think Natrius orbit has silicon, magnesium, cobalt. Natrius itself has neodymium, sathium, cobalt, and then its moon has magnesium, cobalt, iron, promethium. And what's the other one? We're in Rylia, and then Pajora itself. Let's see, Pajora orbit has neodymium pentaxid.
The Rillium beta station has ascosium in orbit.
Right, I see that.
Interesting. Yeah, we're playing completely random gen. I'm so used to your scenario right now.
Yeah. In fact, I've got a scenario that I just created. Let me put all these over into the parts. That it's basically just a extremely large random generated system, except for the planet you start on, which is largely a temperate planet, except for it's been used by the Xerax as a junkyard. Hold on a second, I gotta get oxygen.
Gotta breathe. Oh, it's empty.
And it's not letting me fill the tanks either, even though... because I had moved the oxygen not to my inventory, but to the cargo box.
I just filled it. It doesn't give that little hissing air sound when you use it.
Not anymore, no. But you basically start on a temperate planet that the Xerax have been using as a junkyard, and there's like almost no resources that you can mine, and there's very few rock resources, but you can salvage lots of stuff from the junkyard.
Lots of ships, lots of bases.
Yeah, and there are some small vessels, hover vessels, capital vessels that you can actually repair and then use.
That's cool.
But the only downside is the junkyards and the water table on the planet are irradiated. So whenever you're in a biome that has more water or in the junkyard, you will have to worry about radiation until you get a light armor. So it's an interesting dynamic where you're like, oh, well, we can't really go in there for too long. Also, the junkyards are patrolled by Ripper Dog patrols. Especially around the larger things like that you can the ships that you can turn into bases and the anything that could be used as a base in the junkyard almost always has a Ripper Dog patrol spawn nearby.
So, do you want to slap on a warp tank and a tank and a drive onto this thing?
Well, actually, I was thinking we should go check out that small vessel that we see on the map and try to repair that.
That's true. That's a good idea.